Discourse 37 Bible Discourse 37. And he spake many things unto them in parables. The same day went Jesus out of the house and sat by the seaside. And the great multitudes were gathered there together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stand on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprang up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because of use they had no root. They withered away, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some an hundredfold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be conveyed with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parables of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which he received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth, and anyone anon with joy receiveth it, and anon with joy receiveth it, yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and becometh unfruitful. But he that received seed into the good ground, but he that received Seed into the good ground is that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, some 30. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared to the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in the field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, let while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reaper, Gather together first the tares and bind them in bundles to turn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seed. But when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. Another parable spake he unto them, The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Jesus unto the multitude of unto the multitudes in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went into the house. And his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parables of tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom of all things that offend, and then which do iniquity, and shall cast them into furnace of fire, and shall cast them into furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing the teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who when he had found One pearl of great price went and sold all that he had and brought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was it full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and a gnashing of teeth. Jesus saith unto them, have ye understood all these things? They say unto him, Yea, Lord. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old. It came to pass that when Jesus had finished these parables, he departed thence. Matthew 13, 1 to 53. And the same day went Jesus out of the house and sat by the seaside, and the great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat. And the whole multitude stand on the shore, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprang up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because of use they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among them, among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some an hundredfold, some 30-fold. Who hath ear to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13, 1 to 9. Jesus went into a ship and sat. Multitudes were gathered there. Jesus said, hearken attentively with wisdom to the truth that here among you are devotees with varying degrees of receptive minds, on which have been sown the seeds of my teachings. Some seeds fell by wayside. They are 1. Spiritual indifference of curiosity seeker, and 2. Those logical materialistic people with doubt. Some seeds of my teaching fell on rocky terrain. They are materially crude minds. In them, teachings were sprouted for a short-lived but not deep-rooted. Their material habits scorched their experiences. Some seeds of teaching were sown on the mental soil of persons with spiritual distrust and theological doubts. Some seeds of my teachings fell on the soil of mentalities furrowed and plowed by receptive, spiritual, meditative minds with cautiously guarding themselves against idiotic minds. Jesus plainly explained that the mind field of a true disciple can be easily plowed and sown. Guru sent seed of spirituality. That disciple is true to his sadhana or scientific meditation. Such true receptive disciples resist bad habits and make progress with Guru given guidance. That is what who hath ear to hear, let him hear means. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they, seeing, see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. Matthew 13, 1 to 9, parallel reference. And when he was alone, that were about him, with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God, but unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. Mark 4:10 to 12. Religion and spirituality. All major ancient cultures were highly spiritual in nature. They consisted of vast and varying set of beliefs and practices, linked by their common focus on the interaction, harmony, and union between the world of humans and the world of the divine. All major ancient cultures were not founded as one book, on one book or one person, like modern religions. In recent history, religion as a package evolved by groups and kings to control and oppress people and consolidate their power, which is despicable against all true human values and progress. Egyptians, Incas, Sumerians, Native Americans, and Zoroastrians, and countless others promoted spirituality, not religion. Wisdom is also knowing the difference between religion, superstitions, science, atheism, spirituality, and enlightened consciousness. Religion eventually leads to fear, superstition and fanaticism, oppression and ignorance. Spirituality leads to consciousness, humility, nobility, peace, harmony, true freedom, joy, and enlightenment. The inner light glows in peace and meditation. Ancient Egyptian proverb. Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on others. Buddha. Know thyself. Socrates. There is no such thing called Hinduism as a religion, which is entirely an invention of the British. What we have in Bharat is a highly advanced ancient Sanatana Dharma, which is not a religion but a spiritual and wisdom tradition. The proof is Vedic wisdom. Hidden in the cavern heart of being lies the highest heaven, Taittiriya Upanishad Yajurveda. Jesus revealed heavenly truth to the perceptive and to the masses. He cloaked in parables because of your receptivity and understand the spiritual thought. You can hold the oceanic revelations of truth. The masses glean according to their understanding simpler truth. The state of cosmic consciousness is called the kingdom of God. Seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. The ultimate truths can only be grasped by intuition, which is beyond senses. Therefore, ye, my disciples, I speak in parables, covering the meat of truth with the shell of my mystical words, esoteric illustrations. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Matthew 13:14 to 17. Parallel reference. And he turned him into his disciples and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard of them. Luke 10:23 to 24. A consciousness that is darkened by Maya or materiality is blind and deaf to spiritual perception. In spite of seeing the powers displayed by Jesus, but the ordinary people, their hearts, their inner feelings, our consciousness, chitta, since incarnations are habituated to inharmonious vibrations of Maya. Due to Maya, they are afraid of coming out of it and taking the divine message of Jesus. It is rare to witness the living God made manifest in the life and wisdom of God knowing soul. The true devotees long for such an opportunity, which is seldom demonstrated as openly as in the life of Jesus and of a few great masters of India. Here, therefore, the parable of the sower, when anyone heareth the word of kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which he received sent by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and becometh unfruitful. But he that received seed into the good ground is that heareth the word, and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, some 30. Matthew 13:18-23. And when he was alone, they were about him with the 12, asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, No, not this parable. And how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their heart. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and they have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the world's sake, immediately they are offended. Mark 4:10, 13 to 20. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some an 100. Mark 4:10, 30 to 20. Jesus explained deeply regarding the word "om." He remonstrated, "Do you not understand this parable? Then how will you understand my subtle teachings?" Here A. Now the parable of the sower explained in a new way for you. The seed is the word Om. This comes from the cosmic consciousness to the devotee through his intuition in meditation. The sower is one who contacted this cosmic sound Om in meditation. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1. Less prepared devotee, when he contacts Om, he gets delighted. But he does not do meditation long enough to feel the cosmic vibration in their cosmic conscious mind, but also in subconscious and superconscious minds. The devotees will hear the cosmic vibratory sound as per their nature of interest. The more consciously the devotee hears the sound Om, the more nearer he is to God. And he said unto them, Is a candle brought to be put under a bushel or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? For there is nothing hid which shall not be made manifested, neither anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And he said unto them, Take heed what ye hear. With what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you, and unto you that hear shall more be given. For he that hath, to him shall be given, and he that hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he hath. Mark 4:21 to 25. Parallel reference. No man, when he hath lighted a candle, covereth it with a vessel, or putteth under a bed, but setteth it on a candlestick, that they which enter in may see the light. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Take heed therefore how ye hear, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he seemeth to have. Luke 8:16 to 18. No truth no truth is hidden from one who kindles the inner light of intuitive self-realization. A devotee of advanced realization, through telepathy and feeling the presence of God everywhere, can feel all secrets of human hearts and vibrating in the ether. The devotee, the devotee can kindle the candle of intuitive perception of truth by deep meditation. One should have a keen perception and receptive ears of spirituality shall hear the truth of awakening self-realization. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared to the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in the field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then what? Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up. This he said unto them, an enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, will thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to turn them, but gather the wheat into my brain, into my barn, barn, barn. Matthew 13:24 to 30. Tares means weeds. They resembled they resemble wheat except that the grains are black. Oh devotee, did you think that you sowed only seeds of self-realization in your field of consciousness? Then whence did these weeds of spiritual obstacles arise in you? The devotee speaks within himself. An enemy of subconscious bad habits has secretly grown these weeds along with the crop of my spiritual habits. In meditation and sleep, the mind and energy retire into spine and the brain cells and obliterate habits of worries and disquietude. In sleep, the subconscious mind, being mechanical, uses the retired energy to dispel only temporarily the troublesome aberrations. In deep meditation, the superconscious mind uses the relaxed energy concentrated in the brain to penetrate into the brain grooves, which where habits are secreted, and consciously seeking out and cauterizing unwanted evil proclivities. Additional correlative parables included in the Gospel according to Saint Mark. And he said, so is the kingdom of God, as if man should cast seed into the ground, and should sleep and rise night and day, and the seed should spring and grow up. He knoweth not how, for the earth bringeth forth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, after that the full corn in the ear. But when the fruit is brought forth, immediately he putteth in the sickle, because the harvest is come. Mark 4:26 to 29. The kingdom of God is beyond creation. The God in creation is Christ consciousness. The kingdom of heaven situated within the astral vibratory region of manifestation, of pure manifestation. It is called Suddha Tattva Maya. This is hidden behind physical creation. The physical vibration of electrons, protons, and matter is a lesser state. The devotee experiences different states of superconscious ecstasy during meditation. The devotee's state of astral ecstasy is personified. Then he will mature into Christ consciousness. When Christ consciousness is personified, then he will mature into cosmic consciousness. The blade or astral ecstasy, with its perceptions of divine lights and vibrations, is the first state of manifestation for advancing devotee. Then the corn ear or the contact of Christ's intelligence in all vibration is the second state of manifestations for advancing devotee. And then full corn of Christ consciousness represents consummating into cosmic consciousness. Another parable put he forth into them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds. But when it is grown, it is the greatest among the herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge and the branches thereof. Matthew 13, 31, 32. Parallel reference. And he said, whereunto shall we like the kingdom of God? Or what with comparison shall we compare it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which, when it is sown in the earth, is less than all the seeds that be in the earth. But when it is sown, it groweth up and becometh greater than all the herbs, and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. Mark 4:30 to 30 to 32. In meditation, even if the mustard seed of inspiration and joy in meditation is spread and supremely predominant, it should receive super conscious branches of joy into conscious and subconscious perceptions also. It becomes a tree of cosmic joy and wisdom. The birds of the air, that is, thoughts and perceptions, spread throughout the entire consciousness of man. The superconsciousness expands into Christ consciousness and ultimately into cosmic consciousness, the kingdom of man, God. Another parable spake he unto them, the kingdom of heaven is like unto heaven is like unto leaven which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal till the whole was leavened. Matthew 13:33. The leaven is something like a yeast. It uplifts the meditative joy, conscious, subconscious, and superconscious mind. All these things spake Jesus unto the multitudes of parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Matthew 13:34-35. Parallel reference. And with many such parables spake he the word unto them as they were able to hear it. But without a parable spake he not unto them. And when they were alone, he expounded all things to his disciples. Mark 4:33-34. Without some soul intuition, the ultimate truths remain mystery to man. The reference to Matthew to things which have been secret from the foundation of the world declares the ultimate nature of truth as proverbial only by the infallible perception of the soul intuition, the direct experience of truth by becoming one with it. Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed, is the Son of Man. The field is world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the field, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom of all things that offend, and then which do iniquity, and shall cast them into furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Matthew 13, 36:43. The harvest of good and bad karma reaped at the end of the world. Jesus explained to his disciples, he who cultivates the good seed of God, wisdom, that is good children in his own consciousness, that is the world, finds the body, that is the Son of Man attuned with cosmic consciousness, that is the kingdom. Even as my body, that is Son of Man, is attuned, and as I have come to sow my teachings and my life in the field of world consciousness, but the cosmic delusion of Satan or Maya implants ignorance, the weeds of worries, anger, fear, mental darkness, in the minds of evil bent individuals. The inimical cosmic ignorance is the devil. After death, the souls reap the harvest of their good or bad karma. The reapers are the truth revealing bright angels of the soul intuition. After death, astral bodied souls burn their evil karma. Gita says, Gnanena tu tadajnanam yesham nasitam matmanaha. Yesham nasitam atmanaha. Tesham adityava gnanam prakashayati tat param. Gita 5:16. The one whose ignorance is destroyed by wisdom, such wisdom of man will make the Parabrahman in him shine like a sun. In deep sleep, super consciousness of the soul becomes semi-conscious. In Samadhi meditation, God alone is experienced as the soul reality. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, he will be with God while engaged in material activity. Sri Arjuna Uvacha Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Kshetram Kshetragnameva cha Etat Vediti Muchyami Gnanam Gneyam Cha Kesava. Gita 13:1. Arjuna said, O Krishna, I wanted to know what is Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetram, Kshetragna, Gnanam and Gneyam. Yadha sarvagatam saukhyamya akasam nopalipyate sarvatra vastito dehe tadhatma nopalipyate. Gita 13th Adhyaya 33 Shloka. The sky is subtle and spreads everywhere. It is not tangible by dust, etc. because of its subtlety. Likewise, the Paramatma, the indweller of the being, body and nature, the indweller of the body and nature, is intangible to faults and gunas or qualities of the body. Yada prakashaya chekah krustam loka viman ravihi kshetram kshetri tadha krustam prakasayati bharata. Gita 13 Adhyaya 34 Shloka. The sun alone is giving light or illumination to the whole world. Likewise, the Parabrahman, Kshetragna, indweller of the field, is illuminating the whole field, nature and body. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hidden in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking godly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Matthew 13:44-46. God realization is the pearl of great price. The astral kingdom of heavenly forces and heavenly perception is filled with rich spiritual treasure, angels of God, departed saintly souls and masters, revelations of the mysteries of life and death, hidden behind material consciousness and sense perceptions. When the heavenly kingdom of astral forces is revealed unto devotee, he becomes a divine merchantman of these prized pearls of truth, seeking until he finds the one with peerless pearl of God, the peerless pearl of God, wisdom in divine realization of priceless value. Again, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was it full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Matthew 13:47-50. The devotee which is net of self-realization to the sea of meditation gathers astral perceptions and also the insight of his bad karma. All devotees, after finishing their earthly desires, that is end of the world, will find the angels of intuition and self-realization. Jesus saith unto them, have ye understood all these things? They said unto him, yea, Lord. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished these parables, he departed thence. Matthew 13:51-52. Therefore, every person who finds heavenly kingdom by meditation is an accomplished devotee. He is a divine householder with a precious treasure. End of discourse.